Thanks, Will.
Padres and Giants out on Verlander. Oh, yeah, Giants were in for a sec. Andy Martino on a tweet.
Yep. Exactly.
You knew that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to the NorCal Sports Network.
In the AM even. Holy moly.
11:35 here in the morning. Here, Eric Romo with us, along with Bora. And Los may join us here. And so we've got 3.5 hours, just under 3.5 hours left before the deadline, Bora. And it looks like it may be a sleepy day out there for Giants fans.
Oh, you can definitely expect that. They're actually making many moves. I guarantee it.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, if anything. I expect in the last hour, maybe the last 30 minutes or so, Farhan to do some stuff, and I expect it to be little stuff around the edges. I'm hearing Teoscar Hernandez possibly, but I don't see the Giants ending up with him.
No, I've heard that the Blue Jays are in, and they've had him in previous years. So
right, and the Phillies are in. I can't see Farhan outbidding those two teams. Just no chance.
I don't think we're going to be seeing Farhan making any moves in the next hour or two. It's all going to be down to the last minute, and I mean, he waits till the last second. That's what he does.
He waits till the last hour. That's his mode. That's what the Giants hired. They hired a not an aggressive guy who says he's going to be aggressive. He says he's going to be aggressive. He's like the boy who cried wolf, Aesop's fable. Doesn't come through. We'll see. One of the things I was thinking about this morning, Bora, is this. Why wouldn't you make deals to actually improve your team in the sense of like moving off of some of the guys on the roster? Austin Slater, they don't want him running full speed. So what good is a guy that plays part-time that can only run at 70%? I mean, it's not like it
doesn't make any sense.
It's not like he's that valuable that he plays every day and he's playing at 70% and that he's good.
I have to wonder though, like, have they tried? I mean, they haven't tried to shop him, but like if they did, what would they get in return? I mean, I don't know that they would get anything good.
Well, I think you could get something I don't know, decent for next, a team that might be saying like, we're looking for next year to go get back into it. Someone like Cleveland, maybe they've got a guy that you could, move on from. Or how about a guy that was, how about a young prospect and to Boston? And Slater for Duvall. I mean, Duvall's a rental, I believe, right? I don't think he's signed for next year. Slater is. Boston could use Slater next year, still use him a little bit this year. Giants could use more of a power hitter, a guy that can, why not get creative and move off your roster? Why are you so stuck with a roster that is so like mid? There's no excellence.
There's no
in the current roster.
There's no flash. I mean, the rookies have a little flash, but there's no flash. There's no creativity. There's no. It's just nothing really. It's not exciting at all. And I mean, if I were to trade Slater, I would just Slater alone. I don't think you could get Duvall. I mean, you might, but I don't know that I would want him. If I were to trade Slater, I would want to package him with maybe some lower minor league player like a Ramos or something, and you could get a decent prospect in return for that.
Right. Or how about if you're trying to win this year? How about, Yaz is out for probably 3 weeks. Send him to Boston. That would be a great thing for next year's Sox to have Yaz patrolling the monster in left field for, like his grandfather. And get something back. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. And we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I think most of the flurry of the activity really starts happening in the last hour or two where and you watch Farhan, he'll put together 2 or 3 deals. And I saw a thing today. It's actually put out last night. Alex Wood was being interviewed by the Giants beat writers, and he's talking about the club itself and how he felt like he had some good stuff last night, and was just a little hold on one sec. Go ahead and cover something. I got a phone call.
Okay.
Quick.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go back to last night's game. I didn't like the way Kapler managed the bullpen and the starting pitching. I mean, he always does that, but let's take a look at that game last night. Let me pull it up here real quick. So Jacob Junis, he started the game. How many innings did he go? Let me see. All right, so Junis started the game. He went 3 innings. He threw 37 pitches. He was a starting pitcher last year, and he would consistently go into the 5th and 6th inning. He was dealing last night. 3 innings, 1 hit allowed, and 3 strikeouts. Why take him out? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to take Jacob Junis out of the game when he's just easing through it. And Alex Wood comes into the game. He walks 2 and gives up 2 runs in 2 2/3 innings. I just don't see it.
Hey, Samuel Rosario says his dad is on business in Sacramento. Saw Elliot Ramos boarding a flight to Midway Airport, Chicago.
What?
I don't know if you want how much you want to take that in consideration, but that's what he's saying. His dad is on business in Sacramento. Saw Elliot Ramos boarding a flight to Midway Airport in Chicago.
White Sox?
Yeah, I bet you it's White Sox.
White Sox for Anderson?
What could you get from the White Sox?
Anderson
or Dylan Cease? I don't know.
I got a report. I don't know if it was a.
It ain't gonna be the Cubs, Mark, because Cubs are.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the Cubs.
What the heck? What did I just do with my phone? Got it. I just had my phone here. I'm sitting here on my couch today. Can't find a thing. Here it is. I got a text from Sean that said Bart and Ramos for Cease. And I don't know if he was
real quick. Latest, according to MLB trade rumors, Padres, Braves have been involved on Verlander. Astros still perceived as likelier landing spot. So there you go. Padres ain't done yet.
Oh yeah, they also got
Padres are buying.
Yep. Padres got
Rich Hill and Ji-Man Choi.
Yep.
They're trying to go in after Verlander. How about that?
Oh, of course. Verlander, the Astros.
Yep.
I agree. I don't think Bart and Ramos does it for Cease. I really don't. That's not enough.
Padres and Giants out on Verlander. It hasn't gone down, has it?
No, it hasn't.
Just now. Yeah. Bob Nightingale.
Did he just put it out? What'd he say?
Justin Verlander's been traded to the Astros.
Well, there you go.
Who put it out? Bob Nightingale?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Usually he's not the one that breaks that stuff.
Yeah, he says the Verlander deal is done.
Verlander deal is done. Yep. Told you he'd be the Astros or the Dodgers.
Yep. Supposedly he didn't want to go to LA.
He's more comfortable in Houston. He knows that
He
place.
knows. Yeah, exactly.
He knows the pitching staff. He knows the pitching coaches.
Let me see what's going on here. Turn the TV. I'm gonna mute myself here.
All right. Yeah, that's interesting what Samuel had to say.
Hmm. Yeah, but I was before you guys came back. I was talking about how Jacob Junis only went 3 innings last night.
Mm-hmm.
He was dealing. I mean, 3 innings. He had 37 pitches, like 3 strikeouts. Only allowed 1 hit. I mean, this is you have that performance, and you keep a guy in. You just keep him going because he obviously.
Well, he
has it
took that
day.
liner off the foot, so that may have been an issue.
That's it. That's true. It might have been, but I mean, if it wasn't,
Yeah,
then
it doesn't make sense. Just
if
let
it
him
wasn't,
go.
and it, yeah, exactly. And you put Alex Wood in there.
I
don't get
agree,
the-
Jacob. I don't think Bart and Ramos is enough. Someone else is gonna have to be involved in that deal to get Cease.
Mm-hmm. Bart Ramos and Wisenhunt. Was that dude?
I don't know. He's hurt though. That's the problem, and an elbow at that. So I don't know.
I think it's just an elbow sprain though. Like I don't think it's too.
I still don't like that though with the
Who are we talking about? Elbow strain?
Whisenhunt.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think he's going to be part of a trade. Neither him or Harrison. Well, maybe Harrison. You never know. Maybe Mason Black.
Mason.
Wait a second.
He hasn't been pitching that well
Hey,
lately.
Sam, aren't the River Cats? Oh, they came back, didn't they? Are they back
They're
in
home.
town?
Yeah.
They are. Okay.
But what are the
Yes, Robert, he
deals
does.
that's happened
He
so
does have a
far
reputation.
today?
Today was
Uh,
DeYoung to the
DeYoung.
Blue Jays, Rich Hill and Choi to the Padres.
And then
I think there's some other
Brad
minor.
Hand.
Brad Hand to the Braves. Yep.
Yep. Were the Giants in on Verlander? Yeah, they were in for a second. Farhan called him up. What's your asking price? Oh, too
Hey,
steep.
I
Sorry.
saw Eloy was part of some other people they want to get, but the only issue is he can never stay on the field. He's very well, maybe that he fits right into
That's
the
the
Giants.
last thing the Giants need.
He's always hurt. Yep, that's going to be the guy. Maybe they're getting Eloy. There you go.
Let me check and see what the.
I mean, he's doing all right this season. He's played 71 games.
See if the
Yeah.
White Sox.
Right now, this season.
You know
he's
what?
okay.
I don't buy that he's going to Chicago midway for the White Sox. The White Sox are in Texas tonight. The Cubs are home.
They're going to make Cubs ain't trading nobody.
Yeah,
They might trade
that
a
doesn't
minor
make
leaguer.
sense. They wouldn't.
They might trade a minor leaguer.
A minor leaguer for a minor leaguer?
That's true.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
happens all the time.
Change of scenery
Not,
for
not,
both.
not in a
both
trade
guys.
deadline. Well, you know what? This is Farhan, so I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't have school.
Oh yeah, Orioles. They're in. They're. I saw that on as I was walking back in that Orioles are really pushing hard to get a starting pitcher. So they got the farm to do it too. I just don't know if they want to.
Yeah. Lorenzen and Rodriguez will be going today somewhere.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be going to
just
the Orioles. That's right. Either Orioles or Braves. That's where they're going to be going.
Well,
Yeah,
look
there
at
it
Texas, though, man. Texas and Houston. Everything happening down there in the American League West.
Yeah.
Shootout between
It's a
them.
shootout. Yep.
Texas Hold'em.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yep.
Right.
And the Mariners are being smart. The Mariners are selling because they realize they have no chance to compete with these guys.
Yep.
Right. Mariners selling. Cleveland sold yesterday. Seville, and still has 2 years of control, but they realize, unlike Farhan, they're not gonna be able to compete in the playoffs. Why, get in the playoffs for a quick exit?
Oh, what up, Robert?
Yeah. Robert's in here.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Hey,
in.
Robert,
Here.
Farhan will
if
try to
Farhan-
improve this team.
If Farhan wins a trade, if he gets a decent major league player, and he doesn't give up too much, I'll Venmo you $1.
Venmo $1. Robert's not used to seeing us on during daylight
Blue
hours.
Jays. Blue Jays earlier got DeYoung.
Yeah, they got DeYoung.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's only because Bo Bichette went down yesterday.
Right.
Yep.
He's just down for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh,
See what
Baltimore
else we-
Orioles are
I agree, Eddie.
considering Dylan Cease. The conversations are getting hot.
Uh-oh. I'd rather see Luciano and Schmidt, Beck, Walker. I'd rather see those guys. I don't want to see anyone else, to be honest with you. Because whatever they get right now is not going to make much of a difference to what's going to happen. They're going to win with what they have right now. Or win or lose. I should
The
say.
Mets strategy, though, you think about the New York Mets owner, Steve Cohen, not a bad strategy at all to go out and short-term contracts. Pretty much a win-win signing Verlander and Scherzer, because you saw what happened. Had they performed to the expectations, they'd be with the team and competing for a division title with the Braves or in the wild cards driver's seat. But it didn't work out, so they're able to just turn and trade them.
Like,
And
you know what
you
else
know
is
what?
this?
They're,
doesn't
they're
Moron do
proven. They're proven playoff pitchers, so they're gonna
Right.
get a good turn.
I'm going to tell you something right now. People don't realize this, but you know how much money the Mets just cleared off the books to make a huge run after Ohtani? You watch.
I think they're paying.
You're doing them a favor so they could go try to get Ohtani. Because I guarantee you, Cohen's he's gonna probably offer the most. I guarantee it.
Oh, he'll offer. Yeah, he'll
offer the most.
He'll do the 75 to 80 million.
He will.
a year.
Yeah, because he just got rid of 90 million off the books.
Yeah,
No, but I think he's
paying
part
some
of
of
their
it.
salary.
I don't know what the deal is on the details. How much he's paying for the.
I'm talking
Verlander.
about. Oh yeah, they are paying some of next year's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Robert says, "Don't you believe that our rookies, in addition with our veterans, can be more productive?" Yeah, it's easier said than done. Whoop.
Oh wow!
What you got?
Let me see. Acquired from. Let me look at this. Mets. What is okay? The Mets have traded away Verlander 43 million, Scherzer 43 million, Canna 10.5 million. What else have they traded away? Come on.
They're gonna get rid of Pham. Pham's gonna go somewhere.
I don't think he didn't sign for too much though.
He's a hell of a right-handed bat.
He is.
Who
Who would you rather have, Wilmer
it's not
Flores
letting
or
me
Tommy
rewind
Pham?
today? What's going on? Not letting me rewind.
Oh, wow, I got 64 in the chat. Hey, appreciate that, guys. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, please. If Giants do something big, I would guess that we'll get a lot more people in here too.
If the Giants do something big, they're going to be giving up a whole lot.
Yeah, I know.
GMs know Farhan's reputation, and they're just gonna sucker him.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with all this money being spent if they ever try to go to a hard cap like the NBA and NFL, especially the NFL's. I can't really see it in base. It'll take a while. But yeah, I got my relax shirt on for all the Giants
damn, we gotta
fans
play
out
the
there
music.
panicking. Oh,
Relax.
yeah. You know what?
What's up?
We got some music. We got to do that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we forgot all about that.
Wow. We could
Did
put
you-
that in at any time.
We could do it now. We could play it for a few minutes.
Yeah, let's do it now. Here we go.
Hold on. Let me download it first. I
Go for
forgot
it.
to do that. So I'll be right back, guys.
Ooh, wow.
Listen there. Hold it down, boys. Your boy's flooded with some new biz today. Sell.
Mets are receiving Drew Gilbert and another prospect. He's he's a highly touted prospect.
And you know what? They were saying that Astros really didn't have much of a farm to make a
Drew
deal,
Gilbert.
but I guess you know what it was? It was Verlander.
I like him a
He's the
lot.
one that Verlander probably told the Mets, I ain't gonna go anywhere but back to Houston. So you figure out a deal with that. That's all
He's
you're
their
gonna- that's
number
all you're
one
gonna get from me.
prospect. They got
Yeah, but
they got the Astros' number one prospect.
Yeah, but I think the Astros farm wasn't because they're all up.
That's true, yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna look at his stats right now. He's in Double-A, and it's his second season in the minor leagues. He's not doing too well in Double-A, but in Single-A, he had an OPS of 1100.
So yeah, I mean that's all the Mets could get though, because they knew they either had to hold on to Verlander or they had to trade him to the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
Because Verlander had that no trade clause, so he's the one that dictated where he wanted to go.
Yep, he wanted to go to the Astros.
Yep, that tells you
But
something, huh?
who do you think the Ohtani suitors are going to be? Who are the like highly
Mets, Dodgers,
Mets?
Yankees.
I think the Padres. I have a sneaking suspicion.
I
think-
wouldn't put it past them.
I think what's going to happen is they're going to trade one of their pitchers. Well, Snell, isn't Snell a free agent after the season?
He's a free agent, so he ain't gonna.
Yep.
So they won't
I
sign
think
him.
they're going to let
They
him walk.
may
They're gonna
trade Soto in the offseason.
Soto. So, yep. They could get a haul for Soto.
Yep.
I mean, they don't have to pay him. They could just put Ohtani right in there. And that, the Padres are getting desperate. They are getting really desperate because they've been all in mode for a couple years now. And farthest they've made it is the championship series.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so they need to do something. AJ Preller's getting desperate.
Yep.
I think he's gonna go for it. And you know what? If they get Ohtani, their seats are gonna be sold out for the next 10 years, no matter what their record is. Because you know what? Ohtani's Ohtani.
Yep. True. You're right, bub. Cobb, Webb, Wood, Conforto. I don't know about Webb though. I mean that one. I understand Cobb, Wood, Conforto, Jock. They could bring back something just based on their reputation in the postseason, especially Jock.
No, you could get Jock. You could get like if you package Jock and somebody.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Package them together.
Jock and Manaea maybe or something. I mean, if you trade him to the Braves, I don't know, they'd probably want that.
Yeah.
You could get something in return. It might not be Verlander or Scherzer or any of these top guys, but you could get a decent prospect for him.
Yep. Exactly,
'Cause
Mark.
you
We
know
were
what?
just talking about.
Proven bats, and proven pitchers in the playoffs. They're worth something.
Yeah, they are. And it's possible he goes back to the Angels. You never know. But I'm not gonna. That's not out of the realm of possibilities either.
Mm-hmm. Depends. I mean, it all depends on him.
Yep.
I'm
telling you, get ready for some outrageous offers that Cohen is going to try to get Ohtani. Watch.
I don't think he's gonna. I think he likes the West Coast. I think what's gonna happen is he might not take the highest money offer. He doesn't seem like that type of dude who needs the 600, 700 million. I don't know if he's gonna get that, but like I just don't see him as the type of guy to be like, oh, whoever gives me the most money is who I'm gonna go with. I could
Right.
see him if he likes the West Coast, the Angels, the Padres, the Dodgers, all in Southern California. I think he could consider that.
Got to take $1 billion. Don't be surprised if Cohen does that. Breaking. Oh no, that was from yesterday, Eric. They talked about that. They're probably actually finalizing it today, but yeah, that broke yesterday. Watch for Arizona. They may be after a starter. We may say, and whoever it is, we may see him this week.
Arizona, yep.
Oh, there it is. I see it, Dan.
Sewald.
Yeah. Shoot, we forgot to open with that. That would have been fun.
I tell you what, how about I just throw up a banner? How about I throw up the banner? Oh, yeah, hold up. Let me throw up an overlay. We'll throw up the overlay. And then we'll play that whole song. We're only 26 minutes in.
Yeah, 12 o'clock straight up.
And
Hold
we
on,
got
let me
almost
see.
70
Yeah,
people
there we
in
go.
chat.
Let me
It's pretty
add
good.
the overlay. The overlay I'll add is our thumbnail here. All right, guys, we got something special for you.
Hey, you know what we could do?
Here we
Hold
go.
on, wait.
Yep.
Well, we got 70 people in here.
Yeah.
If we could, we could close it out and come right back in.
No, let's not
and,
do
and
that.
tell everybody, hey, we're gonna restart it.
No, let's not do that. We don't want to lose. Let's. Well, here's a high. Well, we're 2 minutes past high noon. A little high noon.
Go ahead and put it in the banner and give the shout out so it's in the banner, and then I'll.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on 1 second. Let me edit it. I'll put it at the very well. You know what? Because I got your guys' stuff in there. Music by Van.
Boy, Scherzer and Verlander sure were smart, and their agent Boros. I don't know who Verlander's agent is, if it's Boros or I know
Probably
Scherzer's
Boros.
is, but getting that no trade they could go control where they wanted to go.
Wait, what's
I
this?
mean-
Hold on, I just saw something here.
You knew the Giants.
Oh, Dodgers going after. All right, guys, here we go. Get
All right,
ready
what do we
for
got here? We got a song called.
It explains it. Don't even say it.
I got to give their credit. I'll give credit
yeah.
after it's done.
Yeah, I did give credit after it's done. All right, here we go.
Come on, Farhan, do something.
Yeah,
Farhan,
do
you got to
something.
do something today, right?
Do something.
Come on, Farhan. Make some deals. You said you were going to be aggressive. That nose is bigger and bigger.
Stop bitching,
Even louder.
do something. Stop bitching, do something. Stop bitching, do something. Stop bitching, do something. I hear what you're saying. No need to run it by me one more time. I realize you have a lot on your mind. Most of the time. Most of the time. Gotta put up or shut up. 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 Stop bitching. Do something right now. Stop bitching. Do something right now. Stop bitching. Do something right now. Nothing's moving, you just have to push harder. Keep on pushing. What are you waiting for? Something you need to get in the way of. The system is blocking you, telling you you're obsolete, non-essential, obsolete, non-essential. You gotta put up or shut up, put up or shut up, put up or shut up, put up or shut up. Stop bitching, stop bitching right now. Stop bitching, stop bitching right now. Stop bitching right now. something right now. Do something right now. Stop bitching. Do something right now. Stop bitching. Do something right now. Stop bitching. Do something or you might lose everything that you got. Work for so long, you got to put up or shut up. Or shut up. Put up 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 or shut up. Got to put up, shut up. Put up or shut up. Put up, shut up. Put up, shut up. Do something right now. Do something right now. Do something right now. Oh, do something right now. Do something right now. Do something right now. Do something right now.
Woo! Yeah, that was the great Van Morrison.
Yep. Do something.
Do something. Stop bitching. Do something,
something.
right
Yep.
now. Yes, Van Morrison. That was a message to Farhan Pinocchio Zaidi, who said he was going to be ultra aggressive. Giants have done absolutely zilch, except for the incredible acquisition of A.J. Pollock. That's 173 A.J. Pollock.
Do something.
Hey,
So-
Chardal, who are your top 3 trade targets, Chardal?
Put up
Yeah.
or shut up, right?
Van Morrison. What a song that was. How
That was
fitting
classic.
was that? Deuce, put up or shut up.
Yes.
Put up or shut up.
If you're not,
Oh,
going to do
man.
anything, shut
Put
up.
up or shut up,
Shut
Farhan.
up.
Just stop saying you're going to be aggressive.
Exactly.
Telling
Shut
everybody
up.
you're going to be aggressive. Shut up. Shut up. Just keep your mouth shut. Gosh. We're going to have a great offseason. We're going to just load up. We're going to get all these guys in free agency up the middle.
Shut up.
Come back with nothing. Here he comes,
Exactly.
trade deadline. This is definitely Aesop's fable, man. This is the boy who cried wolf. I mean, if I was writing a book called, if I wanted to republish The Boy Who Cried Wolf, I'd just stick Farhan's mug on the cover. You know, it's unbelievable.
Los.
See what the Mets got in return?
For
They got the number 1 and number 3 or 4 prospect of the Astros.
well, the Astros didn't have any good prospects though. No top 100 guys.
Yeah,
So, I
but
mean,
still,
they're okay.
The Astros apparently really liked the Ryan Clifford. He just turned 20 and he's raking in high A. So
You know, I've seen so many guys do well in high A and then fade. I mean,
Happens.
That's true.
It can happen. It can happen.
I mean, you're number one. If you probably, I don't know who shut down the. I don't know who shut down the Giants. If it was the Mets themselves or Verlander. I mean, Farhan probably came in with some weak.
Farhan's like, oh, hey, I'll
offer.
trade you Elliot Ramos for Justin Verlander. What do you guys think? He just hung up the phone.
Yeah, they probably said, yeah.
You see what Lowe said there, Dan? He says, "Dear Farhan, when you trade for someone, give them my number to buy a home in the Bay."
Give him
Oh,
what?
man.
My number?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, Dan, Eric and I were talking about suitors for Ohtani next year. He was saying the Mets, and I was saying the Padres. Who's your guy? Who's your team?
I think it'll
I
be
still-
the Dodgers.
I think it'll be the Dodgers.
I
gonna
don't think
stay-
so.
He's going to stay west. You know, he wants to win. Why wouldn't you go with the Dodgers? They're in the playoffs every year for the last. It'll be 11 years this year. This
You know, I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling it's not going to be the Dodgers.
I hope you're right.
You know what? Now that I think about this, I think the whole Dodgers going out to Verlander might have been a false flag because they want to save that money for Ohtani. Because if they try to get Verlander, it totally ruins their plans in trying to get Ohtani.
You know, the thing is though with Ohtani, does he want to join a World Series ready team, or does he want to join a team who has a lot of good prospects, and does he want to help build a World Series roster? That's the thing. Because I feel
no
like
clue on
he's the
that.
type
Though.
of guy to want to like be in that process and help build that team.
See the
Be the
problem,
star,
Rutherford,
be
with the owners. There's so
around.
many. There's what, like 13 different owners in the Giants. So you're gonna have 13 different opinions,
Well, there's more like
Yeah.
30 something.
or is it third, or whatever. I mean, that's even worse. So it's hard. I don't know how you get a consensus. I don't know.
Well, there's
I
a
don't know how that
board.
works. Yeah,
The board is the ones that really have the.
but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's not like having like Cohen. He can make the decision like that. As for the Giants,
Exactly.
you have to let's convene the board. You know,
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Uh,
Farhan is a liar.
Someone said, "Oh yeah, Harrison Bader's been scratched from the Yankees." You know, the Yankees are a mess. They're a dumpster
They are.
fire.
That's why they're getting rid of all the free agents for next
Who's
year.
their GM? Brian Cashman. Is that
Cashman.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is horrible. He's got to be one of the worst GMs. Him and
Steinbrenner behind him though, so I mean
him and the Mets GM
Billy Epler.
Billy Epler.
Yeah, I mean Epler's not too bad, but I mean you look at the roster besides Judge, it's horrible. It's
Yeah.
so bad. I
Yeah, they
mean,
really
their
weren't much
pitching-
different than the Giants last year.
Yep, they really
mean,
weren't.
You know, the Giants are on the right path with, you know, when we're talking, you know, Schmidt and Luciano and Ramos, or well, I don't know if Ramos, but it's going to be part of it. But Bailey and Matos and guys coming up. We know that Meckler's on in the rise, and Von Brown and Grant McCrae's a couple years away, and then we get Harrison and Wisenhunt and Black. These guys look like they're all coming. You know, Wisenhunt and Harrison and Black, maybe Roop, maybe Silva, Reggie Crawford. I mean, this could be the next nucleus of what, you know, vaulted the Giants in their 3 world championships. It was centered around pitching and the bullpen. You know, some of these starters could even turn into bullpen pieces, you know. Duvall's only 25 years old. I mean, if he can maintain his stuff for the next 5, 6 years, 7 years, you know, I mean, how long's Jansen been pitching as a closer?
Yeah, I think Doval, though, if he wants to really succeed for the next 10 years, he needs to develop like a changeup or a splitter.
I was going to say
Get a changeup.
Because the velocity is going to go down as he ages, and
right.
unlike Jansen, his cutter,
That cutter still moves. It's got movement.
It moves, but it's not as good as Jansen's. Jansen's cutter is. I mean, that's
what I'm
one
talking
of
about.
the best-
Jansen. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean Doval's cutter. It's sort of like a four seam. It moves a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
that
he did
velocity is
develop-
gonna go down to like 95, 94, 95.
He did develop a new pitch. He
Sinker.
was he was using the predominantly, wasn't he using the 4-seam, and then he went
And
to
then
the
he went to the
2-seam?
2-seamer with his sinker.
Mhm.
Same thing. Yeah.
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 Look at John Quackenbush. How did you guys get KNBR callers in the same chat? I don't know what he's
We're
talking about, but I know we got a
KNBR.
lot of KNBR listeners in here from, you know, with Larry and all.
Yeah, we're better than KNBR.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Man, here we are already at what? Just after 12:15.
2 hours, 45 minutes left. Farhan should be waking up in about an hour from his sleep and get on the phones about 1:15, see if he can start working the phones. And
Come on, Chardall. Let's not be doing that now. You know that ain't real. Come on.
what's Chardall doing? I can't
He's
see.
saying thoughts on Cody Bellinger to San Francisco Giants. I don't know if he thinks they're trading for him or something, or if it
Hey,
was a
Chardall, I
trade.
still. What are your top 3 trade targets for the Giants?
I think he
Doesn't
said Bellinger
Yeah.
was one. I can't remember. He said someone else. I can't remember.
Okay, here's all the starting pitchers that have moved. Blake Snell still at San Diego, Verlander to Houston, Scherzer to Texas, Rodriguez still at Detroit, Aaron Savale to Tampa Bay, Lucas Giolito to the Angels, Flaherty still at St. Louis, Montgomery to Texas, and so it looks like you got Snell and
Snell's the going nowhere.
I don't think he is either. I think San Diego holds on to him. I think San Diego adds.
They're adding.
They're
yeah.
already adding, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I could see though? I could see San Diego trading Snell and another player to the White Sox for Cease. That would be interesting. Because
Why would the White Sox want Snell though? They're not in the race, and he's a free agent.
Well, if they get a prospect,
Oh, if they get a prospect.
yeah, because Snell is on his last year. Cease has, I think he's controllable for next 2 years. I think.
I don't think San Diego would. White Sox can get better than San Diego's got. I mean, unless they're willing to give up Jackson Merrill, which I couldn't see. Jackson Merrill's a top 25 prospect, I believe.
I'm still looking to see the Dodgers and the Orioles to do something. That's what I'm guessing. Those two teams have an incredible farm to be able to make a deal. So I think I see those two doing something.
You know, I think Dodgers bullpen and starting pitching is horrible. Who are their starters right now?
Oh man,
They have
Kershaw's in the show. You got Urias.
Yeah.
You got Bobby Miller. You got Gonsolin. After that, man, I don't know. After that, I don't know. Oh, Phillies. Yeah, good point there, Liam. I wonder if they'll add Tommy Pham. I know they were looking for an outfielder.
The Dodgers are going. Yeah, the Dodgers are in hot pursuit of Eduardo Rodriguez. I can see that. I would, if the Dodgers don't get. I mean, I could see them not doing anything if the price is too high, just because I think they have confidence that they're gonna be better next year. Because who's coming back? Bueller's coming back next year.
Yeah, Dustin May probably is out for the year because he just had Tommy.
Yeah,
John.
Dustin. Yeah. So I mean, I think if the asking price is too high, I think they're just fine. They're content with just winning the NL West because they'll do that. Because I think they know it's not their year this year. I don't think it's their year this year.
Hey, shout out, Bellinger's going nowhere. The Cubs are buying. They're not selling.
Kershaw, Bobby Miller,
Pepito or something, but I think he's getting ready to come back. I think he's coming back from injury.
Who's Sheehan
is one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sheehan.
I mean, they're going to probably be decent pitchers. It's just they're being called up way too soon because of the injuries.
Yeah. I mean, next year you have Bueller, Urias. I mean, Urias is horrible this year, and he might be a free agent actually.
Tom Bernucci, real quick, is stating team needs. According to Tom Bernucci, he said Astros, Dodgers, Verlander, and he's got the teams that he thinks have to make a deal today. D-back starting pitcher, Orioles starting pitcher, Reds starting pitcher, Rangers catcher, Yankees outfield bat, Brewers, Marlins a hitter. He doesn't have the Giants up there. Interesting, Rangers catcher. Could Joey Bart, could you package there? I don't know what the Rangers really have to give up. I mean, what I want from the Rangers
their catcher's injured.
You know what I would have
Jonah Heim.
You know what I personally would have done? I thought about this last night. Rangers are all in. Man, could you have packaged Logan Webb and Alex Cobb to give them
oh my God
for Carter, Evan Carter, and the guy they just drafted from Florida. What was his name, Bora?
Oh, he was
Jason
a bopper, right?
Wyatt,
Yeah.
Logan Wyatt, not Logan Wyatt.
Not Logan. I
Um,
can't remember, but yeah, he's a big first baseman, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a great hitter. Imagine, because
Wyatt Langford.
that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Wyatt
about that. Mark.
Langford and Evan Carter for Webb and Cobb. Now, I would love that deal because it sets you up so good for the future.
I would love that deal too, but they don't have any pitchers. They wouldn't have anybody in the rotation.
Who cares about this year? They're not going to win. They're not going to win.
True, but I mean,
get stars. Yeah. You can bring up Harrison in a week or two.
Could you see the Giants trading away their top pitcher to their former manager? I get.
Hey,
yeah.
If you could get me Wyatt Langford and Evan Carter in the deal, now you got probably 2 of the top 10 guys in prospects in baseball. I mean, Evan Carter's like in the top 5 or 6, depending on which site you look at. And
I don't put too much stock into these prospect rankings though, because
sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. Yeah,
Ellie De La Cruz, he wasn't even in the top 10 or top 100,
right?
Exactly, like 2 years ago, and now he's like almost superstar.
Yeah, so he is a superstar. Absolutely.
I mean, yeah,
Dodgers are still in on Eduardo Rodriguez, as far as I can tell. And if Dylan Cease and Mitch Keller are not moved, Rodriguez might be their last best pivot. There doesn't seem to be anybody else who would serve as a clear upgrade over their best young starters, according to Alden Gonzalez on Twitter. So Dodgers still in on Rodriguez, and they're looking at Cease and others, but it looks like the Dodgers will probably make that move today. They will come up with a starting pitcher. Giants will come up empty and go into the stretch drive with
what they have:
2 starters and 3 TBAs. Oh, I was saying earlier, Alex Wood was being interviewed last night, and they were asking him about his outing, and he said, "Well, I was, felt really good last night. I felt like I had a lot better command of the pitches, and my fastball was," or he called it my heater, which isn't real much of a heater, but he felt like it was his best. And he was saying, they asked him, do you tell the coaching staff you're feeling great out there? And he goes, well, I kind of hope they notice. He goes, it's tough. He goes, did you want to, did you feel like coming when you came out, like you had still left? And he said, oh yeah. He says, he goes, but the decision was already made before he got there. He goes, pretty tough. And then they asked him, well, what do you do, like working, because starting pitchers, they work on stuff between starts. He says, how does that work? He says, well, it's actually pretty tough because we don't know when we're going to pitch. It's very frustrating. What's happened is Kapler has succeeded, and Farhan, the way they've created this team, they've not only platooned their position players, they're now messing with the starting pitchers' heads, and the starting pitchers don't know when they're going to go out. They're going to go out there.
I was talking to Eric about this. Jacob Junis. I was looking on Twitter, Eric, and I didn't see anything about Jacob Junis' injury. I mean, I think if he was injured,
he took a liner off the foot, but that's what I thought. But
I mean, no, he did, yeah. But I mean, he finished the inning, he looked fine, and then I would assume if he would have come out due to injury, they would have shown it on the broadcast or the post-game show or something. And nothing's been done. He threw 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, only allowed 1 hit, 37 pitches.
I was really thrilled last night that he started the game. And I thought, oh my goodness, they're actually using their head and putting Junis in a role that he succeeded at last year. And he's been a starter his whole career. And they've totally screwed with his head. I thought, oh, great, Junis. Oh, no, we got Junis, and we got Stripling, and you got Webb, and you got Cobb, and maybe Wood. And maybe you go back to a true 5 starting man rotation. But nope, Junis was only there for 3 innings, and Woods mop up. These guys don't know what to expect. They really don't.
Hey,
no, they're
Kenthal
just
Kid,
waiting in the bullpen.
I'm gonna tell you something. I agree where Wood doesn't have any ground to stand on, but here's the problem: the Giants kind of took that ground away to a certain extent because they never, with a starting pitcher, they have a certain routine that they got to go through, and sometimes it takes them a while to get to where they need to be. So when you're getting some of your starts taken away to where you can work on things, and you're not letting them go the distance to figure some things out, you're not going to have any success. You're kind of stuck in a rut because you can't work through anything. And that's because the method that they're going with these pitching or with these pitchers, you got the opener, you got the bulk innings guy, you got this guy. There's no set roles as the bullpen guys do. But as far as some of these starters, Junis, even I guess you could say DeSclafani kind of did it himself.
All right, I got to break. John Morrissey's reporting.
Yep.
According to Mark Graves, Tigers are close to trading Michael Lorenzen to the Phillies. Infield prospect Hao Yu Lee is part of the proposed return heading to Detroit, according to John Morrissey. So looks like Lorenzen is maybe heading to the Phillies. Let me check and see what number of prospect that is for the Phillies.
Wow.
Let's take a look and see what that is. I would love to know what the
he is the 5th overall prospect.
5th
for the Phillies. Yep. He's not having a good year.
Real quick, do you see what I was trying to say there, Canthal Kid? That it was tough for Wood to try to have any kind of success, being that the role that they gave him and not able to work on things as far as a starting pitcher is concerned.
Okay, so
yeah, I see that breaking on trade rumors as well. Wow.
Chardal, are you at work right now? Are you at Great America? Let's see. Anything else going on right now?
I didn't expect the Phillies. That's pretty good though. They're going for it too.
The Phillies are going for it.
Of course. Of course. This is what's
their starting rotation?
You got Zach Wheeler. Don't they have Nola?
They have Taiwan Walker.
Now they're going to look like they're going to have Lorenzen.
Mm-hmm.
They'll surpass the Giants too.
Glass half full. Thank you, sir. $10. If Farhan does nothing today after all this bluster of being aggressive when his team has clear needs, I don't want to hear Farhan use the word aggressive ever again. Just don't use that word, Farhan.
What's the point of him saying we're going to be
when you're
aggressive?
A liar, you could use whatever word that you want. So there you go.
What's the point of him saying we're going to be aggressive? Why not just say? Why not just say? You know what? We're sort of in an in-between year right now. I don't really know what we're gonna do. We might just keep our prospects. We might see what's happening. What's the issue in saying that? Why do you have to get your fans' hopes high?
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly.
We're gonna be so aggressive. We're gonna go for it. I mean,
he said that in the last trade deadline when they were trying to get Soto. Remember,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And then in the offseason,
and then 2 weeks later, he said we really never were in on Soto. We just didn't have the prospects last year.
Yeah.
So he lied.
But we all knew that. We all knew that they didn't have the prospects. We were saying that they don't have the prospects to make that deal. So I don't even know why he's saying this stuff. It's dumb. And then of course the offseason, there's going to be no free agent that's going to be out of our reach financially, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Got it.
You watch. He'll start making trades at 2:30. Giants will be out on the field, and there'll be a couple guys that'll get moved like it happens every year with him.
It makes me wonder because I thought maybe Arizona would go after someone like Lorenzen. I wonder if they're going to go after someone bigger.
Well, there's only a couple left.
Rayleigh and Narvaez from the Mets are being discussed.
Who? Pham?
Tommy Pham, Brooks Rayleigh, I think his name is, and then Narvaez, the catcher.
With they say any teams associated?
No,
with
they're he just said they're working on deals.
There's Lorenz.
John Heyman.
He just got the news. He's in the bullpen. They're showing. Let me watch this here. I'm trying
Oh,
my-
cool. They're probably going to give everyone a hug. Yeah, all the hug cam.
What's okay? If we're thinking in Farhan's mind, who is he going to trade for? He traded for Pollock. I mean, that's just a stopgap though until Estrada comes back. I think he'll be, if he doesn't perform, he's just going to be DFA'd. But what do you think they're going to trade for a pitcher at all, or do you think they're just
I don't
going to?
know. Honestly, I think they're. Yes, they do. See, here's the problem: they need starting pitching and they need a bat, but I don't think they're going to get either. To be honest, they're going to get Tommy Pham. Do you really think they're going to go get Tommy Pham? I don't see that happening.
I mean, if they get a bat, who's gonna be gone? Like, who would they be fine with separating with
Who
or
knows?
parting ways with?
Who knows?
I don't know if they're fine with that. Like, Yastrzemski's injured for 3 weeks. I mean, when he gets back, he'll play a week. Then he'll go back on the IL. I mean, just shut Yastrzemski down until the playoffs. Get his hamstring 100% back. You know why all these guys get re-injured? Because they bring him back. They're at 70, 80%. Then they sprint a little bit, and then it gets re-aggravated. That's what happens. It's a cycle.
You just hit the nail on the head. With Lorenzen being gone, the Giants ain't getting no starting pitching. That would be the guy that the Giants would try to get. They ain't gonna go after Dylan Cease or Mitch Keller or who else was out there. Who else? Eduardo Rodriguez. They ain't gonna get. There's too many other teams that are gonna willing to pay more for Rodriguez.
I was looking
than
at
the Giants
Rodriguez.
pay.
He's due to start tomorrow, so
He'll be
somebody will get him.
You know what'd be
today,
funny?
and he'd be
You better
ready to
hope it
pitch
ain't
the next
Arizona
day.
because you're gonna be facing Rodriguez tomorrow. That's what will happen.
Exactly. Oh, that would be incredible.
Hey,
When
is
did
anyone out there that
Brevia
works
go
in
on IL?
anyone working in SFO? Anyone's
You know
any
what would be
sightings?
incredible is Rodriguez. I think they're in Pittsburgh, so he'd have to get a flight here tonight, but maybe Thursday afternoon he'd be here. He pitches Thursday afternoon because I think the I don't think Arizona has a scheduled.
What's up, Heroku? He
So-
says the
so-
Giants
so-
will get Connor Joe back.
Watch this. Watch Rodriguez come, and then he pitches like 7 great innings. They get to the 9th, and then Sewald closes it out.
Yeah.
And the
Oh my
Diamondbacks
God.
sweep the Giants on Thursday afternoon with all these deals that they let.
Could you imagine that? Oh my God. That would be something. Wow. I agree. Giants wanted Lorenzen when he was a free agent. He's low cost, plus Scott Harris connection made sense. If he's out, Giants are out. Agreed.
Yeah, Lorenzen to the.
I heard the New York Yankees are in on
Yeah,
Carlson.
to the Phillies.
supposedly.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yankees. I think it's the same thing with the Yankees, though. Yankees, Giants. It's like you can't have one piece isn't going to do anything. I mean, the Yankees pitching is atrocious. Cole's the only. Rodon hasn't been good. I think his last start was pretty good. Other than that, he hasn't been good. Who's the funky lefty? Cortez. He's injured. I mean, Severino's horrible.
And
They-
I agree with
they're
Canthal here. Just don't do nothing then. But here's the problem. I'd rather him come out and not say we're going to be aggressive. I'd
Just
rather
say
him say, we're just going to see.
all
We're
you
just
have
going
to
to see
say.
what's going on and blah, blah. Don't make these bold statements that you're going to be aggressive. But I
Yeah.
agree. Don't do nothing because all you're going to do now, unless you get a controllable player. If you get a controllable player, I'm willing to see, who, to give up some prospects if he's controllable. But as far as a rental, just stand pat.
All you have to say is, we see.
Sell.
Why
You
are
could
they
sell.
lying about saying they see themselves as World Series contenders? It's so obvious they don't. All you have to say is, you know what? It's not going to be our year this year. We're going to be in contention for the wild card in the playoffs. we want to retain our prospects. We're not gonna try to do too much, and we're just gonna see what the market is. That's all you have to say.
Yeah, good point, Chardall. The Giants have 6 former Dodgers: Wood, Alexander, Pollock, Stripling, and Peters, and they try to go after Kike Hernandez. So yeah, interesting. Good point. Ugh. Yeah, the next big one's probably going to be.
I'm listening to
Eduardo.
some stuff about the Phillies. They're talking
Go
about
for it. I'll be right back.
Phillies maybe getting a right-handed bat. Watch them get Tommy Pham or something. They're so that Schwarber doesn't have to DH always. The Phillies rotation right now, guys, is this Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, Christopher Sanchez, Tejan Walker, Ranger Suarez, and now Michael Lorenzen. 6-man rotation. Phillies are definitely
The Phillies are a team that can get hot. It happened
Oh,
last
yeah.
year. Harper
Yeah, they're-
hasn't really been producing. He's only going to get stronger because he has the UCL injury, and that takes some wear on your power. I mean, he's only going to get stronger. They have the postseason experience. Kyle Schwarber. I mean, they have a good roster.
right. No, it looks like everybody's the contenders are actually all gaining and improving, getting more depth, and wow, pretty remarkable. Padres, you watch, they'll pull something off. AJ Preller's he'll pull something off here.
I think so. What do they need? They need a bat, right?
Yeah, they can. I mean,
Because their pitching is really good.
pitching's good. They probably need a DH type.
Mhm.
They could get
You
a
know-
Tommy Pham type.
Trade Jock Peterson to the the
Exactly.
Padres,
Just sell. Just
Yeah.
sell. Why not just sell and get some prospects for next year or a couple of years away? Who knows? Damn, man. Obviously, there's a market out there for starting pitching, and they're willing to pay.
Mhm.
Wow, Lorenzen could fit right into the Phillies pin because he's nearing a career high in innings pitched this year. But that gives them 6. His last 4 starts has been very, very good.
Oh, he's been
Lorenzen.
really good. Yeah.
He used to mash the ball too when pitchers are used to hit.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the Reds would put him out in the outfield sometimes when he was with the
Yep.
Reds.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got in here?
I'm gonna take a look at the standings, and I'm gonna see. So the Phillies are getting better. The Marlins. Who are the Marlins gotten?
Oh, they got what's his name? What did they get? They got
They did something
they
early
got
about a
somebody. I
week
can't
ago.
remember. Was it a bullpen guy?
Oh,
I can't remember.
Yeah, Robertson from the Mets.
That's what it
right,
was.
yeah. Right.
Yep.
Yep. Their Marlins are getting better. Arizona, they haven't. I mean, no, they got the
Arizona
closer.
may be out there.
Oh, good news for the Giants. Expect Estrada back with the big club later this week.
Good.
1 week after being gone for like over a month.
Yep, he's on a rehab.
But I'm gonna tell you
assignment
something right now. Don't
tonight.
people think that Estrada is going to be the savior for this team. Remember how he was playing before he went down?
Oh, he was
very good.
horrible.
He was looking
mean,
bad. Now
You,
that was
you know
that
who
may
he
be
was looking
because
like?
JD
He
Davis.
was he was looking like Casey Schmidt. Right-handed
yeah.
sliders. He swinging at everything.
Chasing him, yeah.
But
So Estrada will be making a appearance tonight.
Good point.
Sacramento play 5 innings tomorrow night. The plan is for him to DH on that's Wednesday, and then they'll decide where they're going to put him Thursday. Friday, the Giants have an off day before playing the A's on Saturday and Sunday. So depending on how Estrada does the next 2 games tonight and tomorrow, So he's not taking I guess he's doing 5 innings tonight. So he'll probably get 3 at bats. They'll probably stick him up in the top of the order, first or second, just so he can get 3 at bats. And tomorrow DH, as I said, and then we'll see. Maybe here Thursday afternoon. At that point, who goes down tonight? Many clubs interested in Pittsburgh closer David Bednar. Cubs have
forgot about
kicked the
David Bednar.
tires on this.
A
lot for the
Dodgers.
Pirates
Wow.
to
Dodgers.
move. Mariners are not engaged in discussions after trading Logan Gilbert with less than 3 hours to go before the deadline, according to John Morrissey. So
I like where Ranger 49 is saying, hopefully they're not rushing him. Talk about Estrada back because of the lack of moves.
So it'll be interesting. It's times for Greg's List on the MLB Network. Greg's List. Let's see what he's got to say. Let me put this on mute, and I'll listen and come back and interject what's being said here.
Let's see, where's my page? All right, so the Marlins have gotten better. Phillies have gotten better. D-backs have gotten better. Brewers have the
real quick,
got Mark
Bora,
Canha.
they're talking about AJ Preller's top 5 trades because they are going to feature Preller because they know he'll come through with something else.
Mm-hmm.
His 5th trade was getting Blake Snell to Tampa Bay for Luis Patino, Cole Wilcox, Francisco Mejia, and Blake Hunt. Any of those guys panned out for Tampa Bay? Nope.
Hey, hold on. You're making me think about this. Hold on. Let's look at
Joe Musgrave was acquired, the 4th from the Pirates in January 19th of 2021. This is his favorite trades. The Pirates received Joey Lucchesa, left-handed pitcher, Omar Cruz, left-handed pitcher. Oh, David Bednar came from the Padres.
Wow.
Okay. Drake Fellows and Hudson Head. So Bednar, the headliner there. Lucchesi has had a little bit of a appearance. Hasn't done much. Omar
Let's take a look at this. Dan, take a look at this. This is the wild card, right? This is the wild card standings right here.
Yeah.
San Francisco on top. How would you say their trade deadline is gone?
Phillies
that'd be a
have
big
gotten
gasser.
prospect.
Now
Miami's
Phillies,
gotten prospect.
there you go.
Or people.
You
Phillies
got Phillies
bought.
made a move. Miami's made a move. Arizona
check-
made a move by getting a closer. Milwaukee made a move by getting a right-handed bat, Canha. Chicago has made moves.
Oh, Taylor Rogers was part of the Josh Hader trade.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Okay. And Lamet, and then the other two, Ruiz. Okay.
So
the second,
all these teams from San Diego up have made some significant trade deadline moves to improve their team for the run.
That's what you do at the trade
Exactly.
deadline.
exactly.
That's what a competent GM does.
You
it's
get
your
the players.
job.
Yes. Yes.
If you don't do your job, you get fired. I don't
Fired.
understand. It's not that hard. It's really not
That's
that
pretty
hard.
sad when you look at that. All those teams below the Giants have made some good moves. The Giants get a 35-year-old 173 hitter.
listen to this haul that the
Wow.
Nationals got for Juan Soto and Josh Bell last year. They got Mackenzie Gore, left-handed pitcher, Harleen Susana, right-handed pitcher, Luke Voigt, C.J. Abrams, Robert Hassel III, and James Wood, who's like a top 5
my God,
prospect in all of baseball.
Yeah, that James Wood.
CJ
one now.
Abrams and James Wood. Those are
Yeah.
the
Oh, and
two
Hassel's
guys.
supposed to be a really good hitter. He's kind of fallen off this year. Tatis, Fernando
traded.
Tatis was the top
Chicago.
James
one,
Shields.
and all
Yeah,
for
big
James
game.
Shields. Oh,
Big
my
game,
goodness.
James.
You know, though, the Juan Soto trade for like James Wood and all those guys, that's one of the only in my recent memory, that's one of the only trades where a bunch of prospects have so far working out for like
Yeah, a
the
lot of
superstar.
prospects never work out.
Yep.
Hey Dan,
It's a
what
sad
was that?
reality.
Was that Pavlovich last night where you sent me that text talking about the method that Farhan uses as far as he waits
Waiting
till the
till the-
chaos,
yeah.
waits for the chaos at the end, and then whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't believe it. Yeah,
saw
good point. Everyone
Bonte
should
Hill.
do it. Yeah, no one will though. No one in the stands will do that.
Bonte Hill just put out a tweet. He's fine with the Giants just staying put. You know what? I am too. But guess what? Farhan, just tell us you're gonna do that. You don't need to say, "Oh, we're gonna be aggressive."
Yeah, that's
and
the
just do
issue.
nothing.
That's the issue.
That's
That
the
is
issue.
the issue.
Because you can never believe what he says.
Exactly.
Dan O'Dowd.
But
former-
the funny thing, I don't know, whatever.
Let me see what Dan O'Dowd's saying here. Talking about AJ Preller, how he has the courage to make decisions.
He does.
Let's look at this.
He just said, Dan O'Dowd said, the mistakes Preller's made doesn't lock him into fear to make the next decision.
Nope.
Farhan, do you hear that? Make some stinking decisions. Either decide you're not going to do any moves, you're going to stand pat, or you come out and say you're going to be aggressive. Be aggressive. This is, you know what? This may be his all-timer to come out and say we're going to be aggressive and go out and pull off this incredible heist of getting AJ Pollock. I mean, that was a deal that he probably didn't even want. He probably wanted the other guy.
He probably did. The career minor leaguer.
He
the
probably wanted
29-year-old.
that guy because he's a utility second baseman, shortstop, right fielder, and DePito probably said, "Hey, you know what?
God.
I'll give you him if you take Pollock too, so we don't have to pay him anymore." What's so funny, Bora?
He's
Look
one
at
reading the
Charles'
chat.
new comment.
Yeah.
Huh?
Farhan needs blue chew.
Needs what?
You know what? Instead of standing pat, how about we sell? How about that? Yeah, there you go. There it is.
Yeah.
Sell.
Hey, you know,
why not
Brian
sell?
Reynolds. Brian Reynolds, yeah. He was a Class A player. He was traded for McCutcheon. But you know what? At least Bobby Evans made a move. At least he tried. Farhan's not trying at all. Bobby Evans
Yeah.
made a move for a
It may have not
well-known
worked,
player.
but he tried. That's I
Exactly.
can't fault him for wanting to try to improve the team. Because again, you don't know
Exactly.
how an A ball player is going to pan out. So
Mm-hmm. At least he tried to do his job. He wasn't that good at it, but
yep.
he tried. Let's look at the American League standings for the wild card.
Oh, you want to go back there?
Yeah, could you pull that up?
Yeah, I got it.
Let's just go around the league and see what each of these teams have done and what they're going to do.
Oh, where the hell is it? Standings. You're talking about wild card, right?
Yeah.
Probably go. I'm not going to go down to the Mets, so we'll keep it up to San Diego. All right.
All right,
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay. Giants are the only team in all of these teams. They're the only team who hasn't done anything. They're to make their team better. They haven't done anything. They're just relying on their players. They're like, "Oh, you know what? We have good clubhouse vibes. We're cool. Yeah, we're going to have Jock. We're going to have Jock drink his beer with his bleached hair. He's a good vibe around the clubhouse. We'll be fine. These pitchers, Minaya and DeSclafani and Wood, they'll come around. We're betting on our team. We're betting on our philosophy. And you know what? No, you can't bet on them because your philosophy sucks.
Exactly. Hey, Cameron, we'll get to your super chat when Dan gets back. He's stepped away for a minute. Heroku,
Yeah.
I'm okay with the trade, but if we sell 3 veterans, we might get 3 Class A players and maybe 1 hits. Exactly. It's about volume at that point for prospects. It's about volume because you don't know which ones are going to hit, which ones aren't. But I mean, you could probably get a really good prospect for Cobb, to be honest with you. But
You could get a Class A prospect for Cobb.
you might get higher for Cobb. The way that the prices for starting pitching are going,
and the way he's pitching right now, he's pitching like an ace right now.
he is.
And aces they're not easy to come by.
Nope.
They're not. Can we go to the American League now? Let's just see what's going on in the American League. Okay, you got Tampa Bay. They made a move for the
they made a move for a starting pitcher.
Yep, Houston's
got Verlander, and don't forget they got Graveman as well.
Oh yep, Toronto. Who'd they get?
The young, and I think that's it, right? I thought they got somebody else.
Yeah, me too.
I know they're in on getting maybe Teo back from the Mariners.
Yeah, that would be.
Boston hasn't made a move. LA made a move. Really, out of all actually, the Angels have made the most moves in the American League as far as.
Yep, and you know what? Good for them.
Well,
Hicks.
No,
Hicks.
Texas.
Jordan Hicks.
That's right.
Yeah,
correct.
Texas made the most moves, but I mean the Angels are going all in, and you know what? That's what you want. They know that Ohtani. It's either stay or go. There's not another year. It's either now or never. And you know what? They're going all in. And good for them. I applaud their GM because that's what you want. You want your team to be as good as possible, and you want to go for it. That's what you want to see as fans.
I mean, that's even worse. I didn't even realize that Pollock was on the IL when they traded for him, and he's coming off the IL tonight. That's crazy.
Do you guys think he's going to play tonight?
He probably will. Hey, Dan, are you listening? You're muted if you're talking.
Am I listening to MLB or?
Oh, no, Siri. Cameron did a super chat, $2. He's asking you a question.
Oh, okay.
Says,
Dan, is Farhan Zaidi and Cap the worst leadership in your life? Let me think back since the Giants. They had some pretty rough years in the mid 70s. But they had baseball managers, the guys that I would say, this is pretty pathetic, the leadership. Farhan's best role might be just not the head guy. He shouldn't be in the head position, but he should be the second guy, doing all the background work, not the negotiating of contracts.
You need a big dog. You need a big dog negotiating.
Exactly. You need somebody who's a tough dude that's aggressive. That not Farhan is just let's see. Mets are sending Astros about $54 million in the Justin Verlander trade. One executive said if Verlander's $35 million option in 25 becomes vested. Verlander is owed about $93 million, meaning the Astros would pay Verlander about $29 million for 2 1/3 years. Wow. What a deal the Astros got.
Yeah, they did.
The Astros, they didn't re-sign Verlander. That they get him in the trade deadline, and they don't have to pay him. Like that's what you do.
Supposedly,
that's how
Cubs,
a good GM works.
Yep, the Cubs are looking for left-handed bullpen arms.
Taylor Rogers,
Scott Alexander.
Yeah,
Alex Wood, Sean Manaea.
Sean Manaea. There you go.
Sean Manaea has value because the only thing that's really wrong with him is the walks. That's really the only thing. And you saw in his last outing, I don't think he gave up any walks, and he threw 4 or 5 shutout innings. I mean,
It's
that's-
interesting. Exactly. You're exactly right. He could be pretty valuable. I'm looking
he's
here
a
on
left-handed hitter who throws hard, has a lot of
looking at
strikeouts.
these. It's interesting because a lot of these ball players, it's 4:00 almost back east, but they've been out on the field for a half hour or so, warming up.
Yep.
They're, they get their BP in and everything. They probably get to the ballpark for a 7:00 game, probably about 3:00. Get ready. Maybe some of them come in early for some physical therapy, get massages, get whatever. I used to see in the locker room, with JD Davis, he was always there early in the morning, and then he'd get this cupping done on his back, and then come in, and these guys started like at 8 a.m, and they would generally go till they didn't have a game. They were going to 2, 3 in the afternoon. But it's going to be interesting. I'm wondering, guys, it's almost a couple minutes before 1. Do you guys want to go all the way through till 3, or do you want to take a break?
I was going to say,
why don't we take a break and come back at 2:00?
Mhm.
Well, I can at 2. That's the only thing. Unless you just want to come on maybe shortly after the deadline and talk about what's happened.
What time is the deadline?
Or do you want to come on maybe at 2:30, 2:45? Because if the Giants are going to do anything, it's probably going to be at that time.
What time are you available till? I mean,
I was good until 2.
Are you available after 2 or?
Yeah, it's going to be like I said.
Why don't we do this? It's 1:00. We'll come back. Bora, are you available for the last 45 minutes of the show?
Mm-hmm.
We'll come back and we'll just put up the thumbnail again as part 2.
Sure.
And we'll schedule it for
2:45. How about 2:45? Because that's when everything's going to happen.
No, I want to do make it. We'll just do make it 2:30 because we might have some deals by then too. So 2:30. We'll come back. We'll come back for 30 to 45 minutes, and we'll just label it as MLB Trade Show Giants version Part 2.
Gotcha.
So everybody, we will come back at 2:30. We might even play that song again at the Do Something.
You want? Oh yeah, you want to play that again after the intro?
We might open that up. We'll see. I got to decide. It's
that's another $8.
It's another $8. But somebody donated $9.99 today, right? And then
it was glass half full.
Yeah, glass half full, and then we had the last one for the question about this organization. So yeah, if we can come back and get YouTube gets 30% of it. So if we can get about $11-12. I'll play that Van Morrison song again. Maybe to open it up.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that to open up. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Awesome, everybody. And also, we'll be back, it's said, at 2:30.
I'll set it up here right after we get off here. Matter of fact, I could set it.
Bora and I come back 2:30.
I may or may not. We'll see.
Okay, wrap up the trade deadline. And then, of course, don't forget tonight we'll be back on after the Giants Diamondbacks around 9:30. So for part 1 of the trade deadline show, coming back at 2:30 in 90 minutes. Everybody, have a good one. Thanks.
Put up or shut up.